gonna just say it. You can call me crazy if you want to. Emma doesn't need a nerf. The other Vanguards need a buff. Emma Frost is doing exactly what the other Vanguards should be doing, and that's why people are upset. We already talked about the lack of care that NetEase has for Vanguards because we just don't seem to be getting anything for them, and they always get a random nerf every now and then. On top of that, at least 2, sometimes 3 tanks are getting banned every game. One of the reasons why people want Emma perma-banned is because she just does the job that a Vanguard is supposed to do, and that's command the space, take the space, respect her space. A tank's job is to create space. The team's job is to take advantage of that space. Of course, if you're a dive player going into the back line, the Emma is going to turn for you every now and then because you're in her space, you're in her house and she needs you out of it. Another reason why she gets perma-banned a lot is because she does a lot of things that other tanks just aren't able to do, and that's be flexible when it comes to solo tanking. Because this is the season for some reason, everybody's running 3 DPS, and it's always one tank. You're not running a solo Penny, you're not running a solo Thor, you're not running a solo Venom, you're not running a solo Hulk. You're not running a solo Captain America. That's 5 Vanguards I just named right there that nobody wants as a solo tank, right? You have Strange, who is hit or miss when it comes to solo tanking, as long as, ironically, Emma isn't there. A solo tanking Groot is situational. Obviously, Wolverine has to be banned. That's just must-have. But you also got to keep in mind of other kidnapping type abilities like Bucky's Hook, or just Flyers, because Groot just does nothing against them. And then that leaves Magneto, who isn't actually bad. Actually, next to him, I think he's the 2nd best tank right now. But that's the thing. If NetEase gave love to these other Vanguards, or made Vanguards that people felt like they could get value from, like how Emma did, this wouldn't be a problem. Because honestly, in my opinion, if all the other tanks were able to get as much value as Emma could get, Emma would not be this much of an issue. And people actually wouldn't be complaining about Vanguards. DPS and supports are allowed to have all this type of flexibility to their kits, but oh no. God forbid a Vanguard like Emma Frost exists that does exactly the same thing a duelist and a support can do, minus healing of course, but you get what I mean. I'm not even gonna ask that she doesn't get nerfed because I already know that dive players cried enough to where the devs have already put it in. I already know it. I'm not gonna be surprised when it comes out for season 4. But I want people to understand this. Once Emma gets nerfed and the other Vanguards don't get buffed, this is not going to solve anything. This is going to make your games worse because really nobody's going to want to tank because it's just not fair. The devs have already told y'all that they're trying to make tanks more viable against Flyers, and that's slowly but surely happening. And like I said before, people can argue it if they want to, but you are only playing games with 1 tank. It's rare that you're getting 2 tanks. But by all means, continue to go on this crusade of getting Emma Frost nerfed. And like I said, if it happens, it happens. But I want people to understand, once Emma's nerfed, that does not make all the other tanks better. And you will see that for yourself in season 4, and we will revisit this conversation. Or maybe we won't. Maybe it's just my opinion. Maybe I'm crazy for thinking this. You guys let me know your thoughts.